Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best canning jars.
Starting at number 5.
KAMOTA 10 ounce. Registering a total capacity of 10 fluid ounces, the KAMOTA jam jars are actually larger than a standard pint. However, our testers think this model is a good choice for smaller preserves like relishes, chutneys, and tapenades. The pear shape of these jars looks good on a pantry shelf and even features square sides to allow for easier packing in a pressure canner. Though they may not be as fancy as some others, they certainly live up to the task of large batch food preservation. Featuring the classic two-piece lids that have a screw top band, these jars provide a quality seal. Furthermore, these lids are interchangeable with any standard regular mouth lid. The shoulder of this jar makes it a little tougher to retrieve jams and jellies, but the overall larger size than a standard pint makes up for it. Plus, the price per jar is tough to beat. If you're looking for an economical and attractive option for canning smaller items, look no further than the KAMOTA jam jars.
Coming at number 4.
Bormioli Rocco Quattro Stagioni. Similar to other European brands, the Bormioli Rocco Quattro Stagioni jars offer a high degree of functionality and design elements that favor more Epicurean tastes. The Quattro is 1 fluid ounce larger than a traditional American pint, but more or less subscribes to the same design with squared sidewalls and a regular mouth lid. Having said that, it fits just as well into a traditional pressure canner compared to other pint jars. Another standout component of this model is the one-piece screw-top lid, which has a fully enclosed cap similar to but higher in quality than the North Mountain quarts. Though they are more expensive to replace than standard issue bands, also compatible with the Quattro, these included lids are longer lasting and provide a more reliable seal. Plus, they're an eye-catching gold instead of gray. If you consider food preservation an art as well as a science, then we'd recommend considering the higher price tag of the Bormioli Rocco Quattro Stagioni pint jars.
At number 3.
Le Parfait Familia Whisk Tranche. Without question, our favorite quart option is the Le Parfait Familia Whisk Tranche. With a 110mm opening and a vertical wall all the way up to the rim, these vessels are much easier to pack and empty than any other similar size in the lineup. Hailing from a French brand, the preferred unit of measurement for this model is milliliters. And though the American Imperial 32-ounce quart is a quick math conversion for the metric liter of the whisk tranche, these jars are, in fact, larger than a quart and can hold more than standard American jars. Our testing proved that the larger capacity and totally round shape means that only 4 of the whisk tranches can fit in a pressure canner, as opposed to the standard 5 quarts. However, the bonus capacity is nearly enough to make up for it. These jars also differ from other models because the two-piece lid comes with a fully capped screw top instead of the traditional ring-style lids. The result is a more precise seal and components that don't warp or wear out as easily. The trade-off is that these are one of the most expensive products of our test group. If you're willing to pay the price per jar for higher quality and better function, definitely consider the Le Parfait tranches.
Number 2 of my list.
VERONES 8 ounce. If you're hardcore into jam and preserves, or perhaps looking for a set of jars to make gifts with, check out the VERONES 8 ounce jelly jars. These quilted glass jars fill a classic half-pint niche in canning culture. As a bonus, this pack comes with stickers and a marker for labeling all your tasty preserves. The quality and form of these jars is difficult to differentiate from other name-brand models. Boasting a total of 24 individual jars, this pack is enough to process 1.5 gallons of your favorite food preserves. Though their smaller design lends to jams and jellies, they can also be used for other canned vegetables, sauces, or salsas. The two-piece lids are a universal fit with other regular mouth jars and create a reliable seal. Still, while the jars are well designed at a reasonable cost, the glass is not quite as thick as others, leaving us to believe that comparative longevity is a concern. Overall, our testers think the VERONES is the best option for jelly and jam jars.
And number 1.
Kerr Wide Mouth Quart Jar. Kerr wide mouth quart jars are a classic staple in the kitchen from a well-respected brand. These square-sided quart jars are highly functional and quite affordable, making them a go-to option for folks that do lots of food preservation and need an army of jars on hand at a moment's notice. At their price, the quality of this model is tough to beat. The wide mouth design is handy for larger preserves like peach or apple slices. Furthermore, the lids and bands are a universal fit with other wide-mouth jars, so brand compatibility isn't a concern. The 32-ounce vessel has volume markings on the side, so you can monitor fullness as you pack. Thanks to their square sides, a standard 22-quart pressure canner can accommodate 7 of these jars at a time, and they fit snugly on a shelf together. If price and utility are your top priorities, we suggest considering the Kerr wide-mouth quart jars.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.